staying hydrated, boy. I'm trying to tell you, it's hot outside. Welcome back. You feel me? Welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all make sure that, for real, make sure you stay hydrated, man. It's hot as shit outside. And we just started summer, for real. We ain't even, you know what I'm saying? We ain't in July, you know? It's kind of crazy when you think about it. But anyway, you know, I ain't gonna talk y'all head off today. Truth be told, my phone gonna die in a minute. You know what I'm saying? If I don't be careful, and I gotta upload menus and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna try to make this work. It's gonna be quick. I got one special crypto for you today, right? A crypto. I think this crypto is going to eventually, I think their prices long term are going to end up transforming way higher than where they are right now. They trade at a fraction of a cent. I'm gonna just show you the pictures. I'm not even gonna tell you the cent because right now I can't personally remember it. It's a fraction. I'm gonna show you that, and I'll go ahead and show you where I made the call out, right? Just so that you can see it. Look at the prices. Again, if you pay attention to trampoline and how trampoline works, you'll know that this is already in a good position. You know what I'm saying? However, again, long term, just looking where the price is right now and looking where the price could go, I recommend you pay attention to it. Look into the company, you know, see what you see. Notice that it's dealing with AI, point blank period. That's important. Always pay attention to that. Always pay attention to that, especially right now in the times that we live in. Outside of that though, because I just told you to look into it, right? Should I start, I'm wondering, right? Should I start putting together some videos separate for the DBPOTDs, right? But more like descriptions. So, cause right now, like how I do DBPOTDs, you already know, like give it to you just like this, give you a pic, we talk a little bit, and you know, go on about our day. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm wondering, should I start giving some descriptions behind some of the companies that we are calling out on DBPOTDs? You know what I'm saying? Just to give you a little extra, you know, detail. You know, so it's not just the pic and you get a little extra detail. I try to go the extra little mile for y'all every now and then, you know, to try to make sure that, you know, I still give y'all more than enough. Because again, it's about the education. You gotta, you know, you have to know these things, yo. I'm telling you, like, even if you don't really care to know, it's important that you know a lot of the base principles, you know, that go behind investing. Again, it's not just about stocks, not just about crypto, not just about land, not just about, you know, whatever else. You know what I'm saying? It's about all of it together. The whole principle behind you finding good opportunities to invest and knowing when to take action and going ahead and putting, you know what I'm saying, putting your money in and not being scared to, you know what I'm saying, release that money. A lot of people oftentimes are scared to release the money that they have in fear that it's not going to come back. But that's really a lack mindset. You know what I'm saying? Even within myself, when I was going through this journey, I had to realize I did not have the type of mindset that was needed to really gain the type of wealth that I knew that I could have. When you change your mindset, you start to really realize, okay, this can happen simply if I just do this. Because it's not just one thing, you know what I'm saying? I'd be lying to you if I told you it's just one simple thing that you're going to do today that's going to make you successful. It's a combination of many factors, which is why I also tell y'all, like, in the market, right? When you looking at your trades, when you breaking down your charts and you got your layouts out, right? You need to always have different perspectives that you can look at the market from so that you're not limiting yourself to seeing it only one way. Because oftentimes, even though you just in simple terms, one way that you may be looking at the market, you may be seeing that the market is about to buy Another way that you're looking at the market could be a little bit more short term, and you see that momentarily, although it's going to buy in the long term, you see that it's going to sell currently. And then you have another perspective that shows you that it's not going to be a major sale, but that little sale that's gonna happen is going to give you a great time to go ahead and hop in for that buy. You know what I'm saying? Find the different perspectives that you can see the market from, because it's versatile. And one thing you have to understand is, again, remember, you're gonna hear me say this is a quote coming straight from my mouth. There is money in every trend. Never be fooled to believe that there was not money in a trend that was presented in the market. Somebody somewhere made money on that trend. You just have to be in some of these trends. They happen all day. It's patterns that repeat, play out all day in the market. They constantly flow. You know what I'm saying? These are things that's just gonna happen, y'all. So just, again, take your own time to look into this. Of course, make sure that you are breaking down your charts. Don't be scared to mark your charts up. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little ugly. You can always delete it, take a screenshot of it, and then delete it. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta make it hard. Other than that, the vibes. Say your prayers today if you didn't, man. Talk to God, because right now I think all of us could use a little bit more God in our life. Despite how much God you already got in your life, I think we all can use just a little bit more. I know I can. You feel me? I'll speak for myself if nobody else feel like that. I know I can use plenty more of what God got, in store for what, is going on in my life. It's very interesting too to, go through this thing called life. I hope y'all understand that, it's no one-way street to this. You feel me? And that's sort of what I was talking about just a second ago. It's no one-way street to this. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go through a lot. You're gonna go through different things. You just have to be able to realize that God did give you the strength to hold it. Feel me? Y'all make sure that y'all, again, stay prayed up. I'm telling you, stay prayed up. Pay attention to the things that's going on around you. Increase in your awareness. You know what I'm saying? And open your mind. Stop being so limited in what you think. You feel me? We all have ways that we can improve in everything that I just said. You feel me? I'm just making sure that right now, stay focused and stay aware. Two main things. We out.